Okay, I'm back. Don't know what. Okay. Unstable. Why is it unstable? Testing, 1, 2, 3, check. Test. Testing, 1, 2, 3, check. Test. So, my next quest, I had to go to Grenania. I was in Limsa to speak with Mione at Carline Canopy in Grenania. The recommendations list displays quests or duties currently available in your area. Highlighting an item in the list will display further information regarding the duty. Check 1, 2, 3. Recommendations are helpful for finding quick kill and experience, or simply confirming if there are any quests or hunting log targets in the area you might have missed. Okay. Okay, let's go. Must be up the stairs. Mother Mione. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, not here to dine. Dear, I hope that you're the adventurer Vader on sent word about. You are. The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mione, and the Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Ooh, now level 30. I'm doing level 16 quests. That means I'm leveling up pretty fast. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward. And good evening to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honour us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. The place was once a Galmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Delamid, a doomsday cult which sprang up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices to add up peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the XIV at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the lambs of Delamid. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to our preparations, pray make your way to Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments, that is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Speak with Quiverman at the entrance of Tam-Tara Deepcroft. I'm pretty sure this is another dungeon. Central Shroud. Somebody over there. Flies everywhere, man. Man, look at the reflections in the bloody water on the ground. Shit. Pretty cool. You stand before the White Wolf Gate. The region beyond is a ripe with danger, and I am not authorized to pass. Untreated adventurers like yourself. What? Untrue. What? What am I supposed to do? What? Speak with Quiverman at entrance today. What? That's not right, is it? Embers. Go down there. I can go this other way. I gotta go the long way. Shit, I gotta go that way. Honorite. Some very strange names in this game. Pertinent. Okay, let's go to the Aetherite over here. Oh, what the frick was that lightning? Oh, there's lightning. Okay, there's the Aetherite. Chain to that. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. Frick. What the frick? Look at my gear. 17, yeah, quite under-geared. I'm gonna get rid of the menu. It's annoying, you accidentally, what the frick? You accidentally click on the menu. Kill these birds. You're a slice of me, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the lambs of Delamid. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. Shortly before... The cultists took the lesser moon Delamid for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation, and so they were rather disappointed when Delamid exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The lambs of Delamid were convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Saviour, and that it is now their sacred duty to avenge them. Hold on a second. Boy. unstable. That's not good. Something's up with the internet, I think. No, there's nothing downloading. Whatever it is they're doing in Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Tam-Tara Deepcroft now accessible. Okay. Okay, let's do... let's do NPCs. Party members. Look over here. Sure I didn't miss anything down here. Nope. So, oh shit. Bigger pool. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Splendid gauntlets. Ooh. Oh, what? Wait. Is this the same level gear as Sestasha? Looks like it. Okay, he's 104. And there's a slight stuttering, man. It's like an almost audible thing. Easy. They got diamonds. I got shit. This is gonna be a tough one. Impenetrable barrier, eh? I guess there's something in here I gotta destroy so I can open the barrier. The rosary. You obtain the cultist rosary. Now does this rosary take down that barrier? Kelbeth the Dominator. He comes me from the boy. Who's this guy? Still doesn't work. Great. Let's see if we got anything good in here. Planted knuckles. Not good for me. So maybe that's everything. Report to Mione. Let's you go down here. Okay. Welcome back, Sly. I'm reliably informed that your foray into Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less, and Baderon's endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences, as if to illustrate the point. Ava is gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. Damn. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with the pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. And it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Damn. Oh, and by the way, of some parting advice, get rid of Ava's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? What the frick? Oh wait, don't leave me alone. Please, I'm so sorry. Ava, please forgive me. Oh, scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much, at any rate. Speaking of missions, I wouldn't trust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Okay. Mion has information on you. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Uldar. Once you arrive, seek out Maruader, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Sly, and good luck. Steps of knowledge. I don't know what is it with the internet. So shit. Someone else must be downloading something in the house. Things where do I go? Hosting strip. Nope, it was not hosting strip, I don't think. Review and exchange. Here we go. Oh shit. What's with all these hearts? Jesus. Momodi. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now if you wouldn't mind showing yourself too. Judging by your determined expression, I take it. You ain't here for ale. Are you called Sly Simeon by any chance? Moraine sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. They don't know small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? I believe Moody is waiting to brief you on the task. Petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, another second under the sun, and I would have been set afire. I take it of ale if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Shan. It just so happens the adventurer you will be handling your petition is here. So the stripping young lad is the much lauded adventurer, is he? Marvellous, marvellous. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. May appear like to apprise Sly of his mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Armagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecaton Sherries. fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecaton cherries to work their mines by way of enchanted helms. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as it is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually fail, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatons, what is it called, the Hecatons, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels, so was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rocks. Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like has not our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants? Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In that case, you don't know. Wait. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thailand. Do take care, you hear? The one last thing before you depart. An employee of Armagin and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Messer, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Painted Messer. Looking for Painted Messer, you found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got the skills to go with him, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatons left the place in a right state and nearly a week after mine resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second UI dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding of it, the concern would never have thought of it to reopen it. We knew full well that the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way, and the hope of the nation is resting on you. Best of luck. Okay, let's get out there. I'm guessing this dungeon's going to have the same loot as the other 2, because I'm guessing each area, starting area has a similar kind of dungeon, similar starting dungeon, depending, so that no matter which place you start, there's always like a dungeon that can go to. It's an easy kind of starting level 1, I guess. So Western Thailand, right? Man, I remember this used to be my return to Aetherite, my home Aetherite. shit. Man, I'm living up. Ooh, I got another. What's this one? Got a new action. It's a roll. Arm's length. Creates a barrier nullifying most knockback and drawn effects. Cool. 6 seconds it slow. Trips me back to is struck. That's cool. That's cool. Cute. Pasty. Isildur. There's been an incident inside Copperbell mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell their head contents? I didn't think the puppet shan would be able to find something so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Okay. Should I do a party you want for players or NPCs? Let's just do NPC so we don't have to wait around. Lift lever. Nothing. Right here. This opportunity. Damn it. What even is this? What is this area for? Nothing. Hmm? 12 ounces of fire seed. Okay, what does that mean? What? Oops. That's fine. Buddy Tomahawker. What are you doing? Yes. Right shaft. E2. Defeat guides the great. So we came from there. Yes. Just don't want to miss anything. Fire strike is good. Here we go. I think the boss fight's coming up. Slaves no more, free, free. This skill speed. Plundered short bow. Okay, let's get out of here. Fort to Painted Mesa. Where is Painted Mesa? Using the bucket. Boulder. Steps on mold. Yep. Let's go. It's gonna be a crunch. Let's go. Lifts. The Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Uldar will have the materials she needs to rebuild the entire nations in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rotten you refuse? Much less choice cut of dodo. I'm gonna say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? What? Who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot teach them a lesson. Here we go. Slowly go. well, this was a brilliant conviction. I wonder if that's from when I ate the food. I don't know. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. What's this now? I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming in now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? It's the same thing happening in the other cities. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced, Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees will try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to grime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all the refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Sir, are you alright? Oh. Well, what now? You mean to threaten a defenseless civilian? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Hey, as did I. Leave the poor one alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God's bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. Ifrit, the selfless hero, I see. Who's in that? Ah, Stola. It has been a while, adventurer. I've been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you've displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good. Whether you mean it to or not, it is happy knack, and one which speaks volumes of your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of the visions you experience, visions like the one you had me a moment ago. If I am not mistaken, I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavours. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Mobody. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Mobody. Scenes like that are becoming even more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me, just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, okay? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of the gentlemen's ways with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Sly, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. Your every elm the adventurer meowed said you'd be. Sly, the station master, will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description I knew who she meant right away. So thank you for sparing the time. I realise you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Ida. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one. Truth to be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are. You see, an adventurer's adventurer, and saw that he would be like you one day. I don't even remember him. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the man you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Aver once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first to ask you your name. Sly Simeon, I shan't forget. Thank you, Sly Simeon. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Ida. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was. I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want more to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the ass looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for you, Sly. Yeah, what did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Sly, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. I'll tell you what I can. Maruader is ready to tell you what she knows about the Scions. Man, goddamn, these are all too weak. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventures would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being all done. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Aor's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Sly. Now I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Aor's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever is at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Sly, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into what? But I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece, off you go. Okay, before I go there, I think I'm going to go back to Limser and do my class quest. X-Mail Sergeant appears to have some urgent news for you. Sly, your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Kujata has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of the Red Rooster Steed in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There is little more for me to say about this. Harness all the strength you have built through your labours of sweat and blood, and unleash it full fury upon Kujata and his menagerie of scavengers. Sigurd yet lies at bed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle and tell him you'll venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come, slice him, and may your axe strike deep and true. Red Rooster Steed. Okay, so if I go lower than us here, head up there. Oh, what armor do I get here? Finally some better armor, great. That one there, steel keys. Auto run. I really need a mount. God damn. Should be close to getting a mount, right? Wild dodo. Mm-hmm. Sly, I'm sorry for making trouble. No, I deserve what I got. It's my own fault for not believing in you. But you came back anyway, and now you're gonna take that axe to Kujata's head, ain't you? I know you can beat that bastard, you got to. Let's get it. Speak with... I heard Kujata had reared his ugly head again, and I reckon you'd not be too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I would see this tale to its end. Okay, I can't remember. Rowan Barwell, he felt much the same, so here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beasts that follow in Kujata's wake. Might be as I'm sticking my nose in where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thoughts of you facing that monster solo. Kujata's got his friends, so it's only fair that you've got a couple too. And what are friends for if not for lightening your load? I already did some of the groundwork for you. Seems like a farmer and his wain have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might just lead us to the big bugger himself. Lavender pot. You find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. Find a barrel that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. What's the farmer's wain? Is that like wagon? Splintered crate. Shit. Man, I'm falling asleep here. Jesus. Gotta get 2 hours. Oh, I'm 1 level below. That's beautiful. Oh, there he is. Come on, man. Sly. It appears our timing was fortuitous. The ex-master carried me here so I could see. You did it, you really did it. Maruader, do you see? Sly killed the bastard. He's finally dead. Thank all ye. Sly, do you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? When I was bigger, I mean. I want to protect folk to keep them safe from, you know, monsters and things. If you train hard, then naught is beyond your reach, young man. And that's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You'll see I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. I saw it with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it. You brought down the mountain. Well done, Sly. I knew from the first moment we met that you would rise to meet any challenge. It is done, Sly. You've answered the boys' prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, Maruader. I shall be waiting your triumph return in Limsa Liminza. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this one. By accessing certain threads, it is possible to leave your home world and visit other worlds, surface, and your data center. Oh, I don't know that. Party with friends, purchase items. Oh shit. Without this restrictions apply when playing on servers other than your own world. You can view a list of these restrictions. Oh shit. Is it another one? That was truly a mighty feat, Sly. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, ex-master Wurzen, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there is naught more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for ever greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be the greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. You enter a realm of our craft in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, Sly, may your axe ever swing true. Let's get that. Increase maximum HP. Oh, yes. Thrill of battle. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, let's look at the sword. God damn, that's not a good color. Damn. I guess I'll put these on because they suit the blood. And my new axe, spiked steel labris. It says those ones are better, but I don't think they are. I don't see comparison. No, they aren't. They're exactly the same. Wait, how do I become a warrior? When does that happen? Oh, was that level 50? Extras, group pose. Okay, go to the Waking Sands and Investment Bay. Okay, the Waking Sands and Investment Bay. Then so I have to go to Western Thin Line. I can attune with it ether, right? Oh, no, I can go from Lanosia. Wait. Lanosia. No. Oh, I can. Beautiful. Oh man, that's a good ass. You have turned yourself to all Ethernet shards and limbs. The Zephyr Gate and Tempest Gate and the airship landings are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Cool. Tempest Gate and limbs. That's cool. It's cool. Okay, let's go to here. Let's go. Yes. Oh, beautiful. All aboard. Western Finland. Trauma Queen. Tataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la. Ooh-ah. Cough. I would thank you not to speak of sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. Here at the behest of Ishtola. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Slice. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Wakened Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Silence. I take it you are slicing me, and Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Decorated bronze. Oh man, they're all weaker. Stuck in me, I guess.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power. And this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied to you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainers Registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavours. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us in the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one that which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when in field. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Retainers are now available. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players who carry out such tasks as stories, as guild and gear, or selling unwanted items on the markets. They may also be sent afield on adventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Ifrit in Limsa Limanza, Panal in Grenadania, Chachabi in Uldar, Prunilia in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. Oh shit, I got $1 million. Wait, how did I get $1 million? What the frick? Where the frick? I had like a couple of thousand. I had like 10,000 at most. How the frick did I get that much? Battle event. Here we go. 34. Experience. 10. 848 kill. At 20. What the frick? You obtain 1 million gil. What the frick? The pair. You. Wait. Wait, so I got 1 million gil for finishing Tam-Tara Deepcroft. What the heck? Holy shit. We Scions have but one objective: to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answers slow. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Dangers are great. I will go whither. I will go whither. Dangers are great. So.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
Something to do with Stoll.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states. and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
Northwest. Northwest of Aldenard.
The Sharlians were the keepers of wisdom, both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
Archons.
Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames.
Immortal Flames.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Ifrit?
If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
fails this quest, I could be getting close to level 20. Ready to begin army? That's the spirit. So then your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions, crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amajana and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Level 17. Edric Ironheart. Jesus. Where am I to go? Camp Drybone. Geez, I'm way over here. Jesus. So I guess if I go... Oh, let me go to this Aetherite first, I think. Tune to that. Restores the demand increase. So that it's like 200, isn't it? Okay, let's see if I can do this. Copperbell. Well, we try that. Manager is new in Copperbell water. Do not tell me this is your first visit to the shop. I shall update my register with your name so that you make sense of the situation in the future. Orders are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various destinations. The difference between that you cannot control these birds and that they will not stop until they have arrived at the destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take safe meaning they may be attacked. Higher. Hold on. 1 minute. There we go. I think I'll just teleport, I think. switch to. And now just run through to here. And into the air. Jesus. Okay, so thin line is at the bottom. Or donor. Black shroud. Gear back this. Freaking hell, man. Man, this is so annoying. Let's use the freaking black shroud. Central shroud, Quadrania. East shroud, south shroud. South shroud goes to thin line. Eastern thin line. So this is central thin line. So then west thin line. Zips the cobble. Irons. Southern thin line. Oh, there's the gold saucer. So many bloody earrings. Ooh, these monsters are getting a bit strong. So this is dry bones. Can I jump down here? Come on, let me jump. Yes. Isambard. I'm Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Armor-Jar. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me to leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Oh, glamour. Oh, dispel it. It's level 17 still. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Armor-Jar culprits in all this. You will do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Armor-Jar hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama, Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Callers at the poor souls deserve a proper burial, but I would see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent. But I know not if the Armor-Jar still linger. Will you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Armor-Jar seek in this area. Where is it? Oh, down there. Ripe corpse. Damn, killed him in one hit. Yippee. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what of the Armor-Jar? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. So there were Armor-Jar remaining. After all, I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. Not account for people going missing on these but who's counts? Belch, well, gods be damned, you're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Uldar. What in 7 hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours isn't mine. Folk around here are as weary as they come. They'll turn tail and run a few so much as pass a wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labour out of them, I did. If anything, they are even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances, you can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. He's been took of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and move on to a better place. This place isn't exactly coasted ourselves, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Sly. Have you learned ain't aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. We would know what the common folk speak of to the gods. We've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adamalandala. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust no one more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends to the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Check prompts. doesn't even change. General chat prompt. Log window details. Chat prompt font size. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the quest. Marquis. I am Marquis, yes, a body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Take the ridge. Is this the ridge? What? Shit, I missed it. God damn. How the fuck did I miss it? Embalmed corpse. Bury the embalmed corpse. May they all walk in thousands around. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me, you will find Sister Orson within the church walls. Oops. I hear you have done us a service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard where you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry bone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to the keeper, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you, Sai. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars are indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behaviour ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Tancred, I believe took offence at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis soon. Shit. Thank you, Sly. A burial is no easy thing. Even when the departed is a stranger, were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Sly? Here's Tancred. Jeez, look at that stuttering. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Tancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Orson hurt herself. Orson, she wouldn't, she couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the lich keeper Marquis, I'd swear to the 12, I've seen that face elsewhere before. Now accept the next. Oh, good accept the next class as job quest. These quests offer... Oh, yes. Wait, where do I accept that from though? Hopefully it's at the Maruader Tower. All 19, even nearly 20. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Sister Orson it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. And it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? Oh, it's raining. Holy shit. I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Sly, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Oh, geez, way over there. What's up there? Level 17 Earth Sprite House. Let's do it. I don't even have to use Berserk. Here, by your lonesome. Might that be a price we can fix? What the frick? Hey, wait, are these prostitutes? Wait a minute. What? Look at her sticking her butt out. Jesus. What the heck? Damn, this is a pretty good game, isn't it? Pretty good game. Holy shit. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Fel and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it, but what if the monstrous outside her? Please find her. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with a child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Sister Orson will attack outside the Gold Bazaar. Gods forfeit. I will secure a room in the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing. No, there's certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Isambard seems to have messages for you from Thancred. I am well glad I reserved that in room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Albajar campment. To the southeast, I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. There you are, Sly. So good for you to come. Indeed, I heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard had said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Gold Bazaar, a band of Almajar caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Sly. Will you be so kind as to take a look inside? Level 18, Still no match for me, I'm afraid. Huh. They won't even attack me, I'm so strong. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet, see the wealth of Null to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious is it not, and these bits about Null Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Travel and let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. saviour comes again. To what do I owe this honoured stay? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. Was not made by any true brother or sister of the order of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued with missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive people? The plot thickens slightly. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Sly. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. Still never mind. At level 20 I get my mount, I'm pretty sure, so... I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to trouble them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let slime me serve like with Let slime me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, slave. So as to lay the foundation of our employ, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priests who catch wind and approach us. Speak. Obtain with the bishop's check. And you're another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for you alike. Be gone and see it. You don't make a nuisance of yourself. Sigh, and I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say. Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Swinehalt. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the ends of days. Greeting, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Maybe you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Where's that? What is it? God, it's not again. Look, Being good doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that bloody pond of yours at Tribone? You've quite the knack for being a nuisance, Sly. The campus buzz of the talk of the newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Senge, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away helpless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Sly, positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls, this is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the order of Nalta. I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nal. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mother unghost. Well, what? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. But please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago the Almajar raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and blunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing I merchant could. I approached the Almajar in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from Nanawa mines. This, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in their vulnerable and give them over to the Almajar. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence, you could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people to speak? That was good. What did you say? The coin was gold. I said I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Almajar paid me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt if you want to blame someone for the mess of the world, and then blame yourselves or the gods. Ooh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. So, Sly, be a good man, take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhat out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Okay, so we'll go all the way back. The waking sounds. Western Deadline, right? me see how much XP I got. Show you what's- Enter the solar. Welcome back, Sly. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amlajar know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Damn, it's still not 19. Philly would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Muta Mixbubblepots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment in Nausea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefits of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Okay. Central Thanalan, Blackbush Station. Okay, all the way up here. Swinbros. Swinbros. Simulated circuit of material creation. Material creation. Scott. Who was upland to come to Tinting Marina for me to explore the vaults? Fighty tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. Materia joined with other Fighty tool. In Big Eyes, Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Shiska Midwest is reading that Uplander is a friend of Minfilia. Oh damn, I forgot to change around. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears and midways with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty tool to Midway's ears. Scott, Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool, making good teachy show of the power of materia. Materia master. Now, eyes of Uplander point That fighty tool, yes. Psheshko, materia joined with fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power materia, fighty tool reborn. Here, I plan to take the fighty tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, it must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its own spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to a gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Muslims turn that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut stake into weapon with building. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brand case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants a brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade time flaps with the learning ones of Mutamix. Oh damn it, there's a lot around here. Shit, I've got to turn on my bloody red lights, don't I? Welcome back, Sly. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Sly, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Did I just get you? Inferno X. One of the weapons. Thunderstorm X. Inferno X. Damn it, it's not. Damn it. That's annoying, isn't it? Level 28. Oh, here's a level 20. out soon. Minfilia would like to assist the mortal flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend August. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Armlager to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Armlager responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have August attend as planned. As the Armlager are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would happily prove it to them, Sly. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Science sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you, save some for him, such as his confidence in you, confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Trabo and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. You're a slice of meat of the science. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Armlager and prize them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man August has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. We kill him. What are you doing? Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Armlager plot. If the mission succeeds, Sly, let's make sure it does. Invisible City. Destination. Duty calls Lord of the Inferno. Proceed. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Aljar appear. Yes, sir. Ooh. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's in this. Oh shit. Uh-oh, it's an ambush. Hee hee hee. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flames clutches for moons before finally getting caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Hey, your info movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They are all yours. He was pretty tough. Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. Oh shit. Behind you. Shit. Bring him. The rest of you march. Traitorous scum. I fear the Almujar mean to give us to their gods of an offering. If I must die, then let me die as a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Oh, here we go, there's the trial. And you rig the duties. confront Ifrit and the Ball of Embers. Okay. Oh shit, I can do this with a party of NPCs. Oh, this is only 4. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Oh shit. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your Godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This is ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning the souls of unbelievers at forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of men, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. O mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible, by what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessed one, blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. Blessed. The paragons warned of thine aberrant kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. Myth crystal, baby. Two down, 4 to go. Well, was a hexagon, right? Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amlaja zealots. I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent log. I see the blood sworn wasted no time extracting the captives. At least they not expect from the flame generals and pick men. As for those two, it is fair to say the hardships have only just begun and they have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Sly. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in a more agreeable surrounds camp driver, and shall we see? This way, sir. Oh shit, so that was the mighty Ifrit. Neratol Scavers. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Olivia, promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading with a dam. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by the adventurous unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, aware a woman in love, I shall need to be on my best behavior. Treasures. That's dumb. Didn't get that just before. There you are, Sly. Come, rest a while. You look no better opportunity. After witnessing the gods' ignominious defeat, the Amulja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered, but it ill suits me to dwell on negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Sly. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of the realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. And Philip will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the working sands. When you are good already, we can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long. All the realm's problems won't solve themselves. But we can say Musashi Bungle. The triumph hero returns. Thakur told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is the most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Sly his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thankford. You can ill blame yourself for every... Sly, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thankford has told me everything. You've done well to return to us all. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning the primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Uldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limbs Elements and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone won't suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which the primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together of etheric coalescence which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not of why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning, such elaborate designs, and a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Sly. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. Jesus. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose to worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, but no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Sly. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis Soir would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better, I have to be stronger. Quest complete. Holy crap, that's a lot already. Jesus. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Orzia. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Therefore, you travelled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Y'shtola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Come on, we have guests, Sly, or rather you have guests. Big pardons. Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Green Company Limited to offer said hero a place of honour within our ranks. As you can see, Sly, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organisation would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Sly's deeds spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Yep. Your reputation precedes you, Master Simeon. It is no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge a victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12's wood. Oh. What pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Simeon. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belonging to the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Uldar. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend, as do many others in Limsa. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on the matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial economic and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: Maelstrom of the Limans and Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, such of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavours. If you are agonizing over which of the current companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Sly hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. Jeez. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Sly, and with it you are capable of doing untold good, yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization needs not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12th know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Sions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole, similar yet not quite the same. Holy crap, that's a lot of talking. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link bell with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Sly, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the tomorrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you may ready for your future. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Holy shit. Oh man. My mouth is sore. Speak with Tataru. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Sly. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Tornado, will hold the first of the 3 services. The elder Setsia Kani Sena will deliver her address at Mikito's Amphitheatre. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organisational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Uldar, where Flame General Robon Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumoured that there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Mouse and Chief Admiral Maruader will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthiel, and he will meet you. Got all that? Well, if you go then, I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favour of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish there. I'm just gonna go to Limsa and go to the inn and go to bed in the inn. Jesus, that was a lot. I might come back on later and do my class quest. Wait, is that? Wait, where do I do that? Thoughtful. Is there any system? Play guide. Active help. Battle quests. Class quests, rewards. No. Duty. Player gym. Quests. Duty. No. Use make commands. Active out. Play guide. Visual size. Hunting. All on recommendations. Recommendations. Where's my class quest? God damn it. Quests. Key items, collection, recommendations, studio, journal. Damn. shit. So here we go. Marauders. Then where? Frick. Shit. Just gonna get a better look online real quick to see where the warrior quest line starts. Job guide warrior. Albathia's spine. What? Albathia's spine. Albathia's spine. It's all the way up here. What the frick? How the... See... As a... What? Coerthus. So I go through Coerthus. Ishgard. Jesus. Ishgard. The Black Shroud. Suffer from the Black Shroud to Coerthus Central Highlands. To Ishgard. God damn, that is far away. Holy crap. Okay, maybe I won't be doing that yet. It's because I just leveled up too fast, that's why. Okay. Let me go. Let me retire to the inn. Okay. That's going to be the end.